Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Indianapolis Colts. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Back through these tracks. Let's go.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. And his throw is incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Light. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 23 yards on the play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers.
These guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first and 10, White. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Call that a very strong gain of 24. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down.
Down. 10 Lobo.
58, come on. I don't think you got it, son.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Chris Conley, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Luck and the Colts come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still, no yardage. Okay.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Ready, set.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
With the coaching staff, that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus. And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hey.
Guys, game situation. Let's go.
To throw on third down. Light. And And the throw there going to be incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
And that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That one good for 37 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked.
Watch it. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Monday.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2 times.
Now it's Luck off the bootleg. He finds McKinnon, complete. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
2nd down, McKinnon. And an alley to run. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there, first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Luck going to try to run the option left. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down.
Alert three, alert three. Alert three. Sit.
Check 26, check 26.
Henderson will try and run for the first. Room here to run. The 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, L.A. Darrell Henderson. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, pick up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 20. Two-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10.
Check 24. Mexico.
On first down, Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On second down now, it's Mack. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a first down throw, Locke. Complete to Hilton. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. From the 50, it's Locke. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now it's Locke. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively. From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
You better be afraid of me. 12. Hey, check 25.
Now Luck defers to Mack. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, Luck. It's caught by Funchess. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Caught here by Conley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Light. And Woods has it complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
30 base. 58, come on. Go. Go. Look, squeeze. Shoot.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm going back to you.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he rifles one incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
Operating from the gun. Light. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 22.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mack. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Luck now 7 of 10 here in this 1st half. And he's got a 1st and 10. Now Luck. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll fake it. Now Luck. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long.
Just like that.
A shotgun snap for Luck. And he's got his man Hilton. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Aaron Donald racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team that had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for the Colts. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. From the red zone now, Luck. Funches has it complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 9-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your...
The final shot before the break. Luck. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 2nd and 9, Luck. Ebron caught left side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Double dog, that's the way. 11.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. And that will be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a give right side. It's Moore, and he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Look at me. Go. Switch. He's checking. Get it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Moore. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Throwing on 1st down. Light. It's complete to Williams. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Leo, 61, matchbox.
Now a give right side. It's Moore. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step up.
Ready?
From the gun, Light. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
on a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Mack. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I've learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Luck throwing on target to Campbell. Touchdown, Indianapolis! Harris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Light. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Go!
From the gun, Light. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Now it's Henderson. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Off play action. Light. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 30 base.
Looking to throw on second down. Light. He's got the hook up with Conley. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Looking to throw. Light. They'll find Everett there, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Rams 31, Colts 17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, they got
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Down and 18.
Ride 40! Here we go, Keith. Here I come. Quote.
From the gun, here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Colts going on 4th. It's Locke. And the catch made by Hilton. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Luck now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Luck caught left side by Funchess. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Aaron Donald in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. He's got Jack Doyle. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Then he gets it to Funchess, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And they convert there on 4th down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, Luck. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Here's Luck to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Here we go on 4th. Luck. He's got it to Hilton. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd down, and this defense certainly going to sell out to stop the run. That one looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. On 1st and 10, Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Set. 10 Lobo.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
We want it. Come to my world.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Los Angeles, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.